Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Superior Livestock Representative Mike Bollinger. Mike, thank you so much for being on Sunrise this morning.
You are very welcome. I got to start out. You look very good in that hat this morning.
Well, thank you very much. It was a Christmas present from my boys, so they did pretty good, didn't they?
Yes, they did really good. You brought them up well.
Thank you, Mike. You know, you're no stranger to Sunrise. We always enjoy having you on and getting a chance to visit with you. Even when it's in the last minute pinch, and we can thank Jason for that later. But you know, Mike, one of the things that I always enjoy talking with you about is you work so hard for your customers. What does it mean for you to be able to come in here on auction day, and why is it so important for you to come and be a part of the entire process of selling your customers' cattle?
Well, to me, they get a paycheck once a year, usually, most of them. And it's very important to them. And I found out a long time ago when I started with National at Oklahoma City, about 40 years ago. And I found out it's a very important day to them. And so I feel like I need to be here to make sure I do the best job for them. And that's Jim Moore really instilled that into me, and that's what I've always done. So.
Well, that's a great person to take advice from. You know, one of the things that I think makes Superior so unique in what we do is that we can be so adaptive. Yeah. Both our representatives, our consigners, our buyers, but we can really be adaptive to what that need is. And I think a great example of that was during Bollinger.
Yes.
And there was a storm coming in, and so some of the buyers on the floor, and then also the relationships that our reps had with these buyers, they're getting the feedback that they wanted some of those delivery dates changed. We were able to move some of those delivery dates and continue the sale and still have a strong sale. How important is that to a rep, is that adaptiveness to you?
I'll tell you what, anytime you can work with a buyer, it's better off for your customer. And I'd say 100% of my customers are that way. They know what happens in the cattle industry, and they're willing to go that extra mile to do what you said. And another thing is, you girls that work the sales, like you're here every week, you know, that means something to us reps too, that if we can't be there, which thank God I think maybe it's happened once, but we can always count on you guys to take up the slack for us. So that's another beneficial deal with Superior that a lot of people don't see is the ladies behind us that are helping us do all the work. Oklahoma City, every office we got, there's a lot of help.
No,
so.
there is, from Boise to Hudson Oaks to Oklahoma City. There's a lot of moving parts that go on behind the scenes, definitely, to make and pull things off. You know, Mike, one of the things that's so great about what we do is we get to work with our customers, and a lot of reps have worked with generations of their customers. Not only do you get to work with generations of your customers, but now you're working with your son. Yes. And you know, Austin's really coming on, getting his own name in the industry. What does that mean to you as a parent to be able to watch that?
Well, I can't tell you how proud. You know, you got two of the great ones coming up, well-mannered young boys, and you'll see when he gets my age. But there's nothing makes you prouder that, you know, Austin, did you do? Yeah, it's already done, Dad. You know, but and then people say, well, I'm glad you sent the A team instead of you. So it's like, okay, that works with me.
He's definitely making a name for himself, and it's great, you know. And like I said, we enjoy getting to work with him and see the generations on the rep side also.
Yes, and it takes a family effort too. If I didn't have the family back home, I couldn't do a lot what I'm doing now. And you know, it takes Trudy, Austin, and Austin's new girlfriend, Michaela, my future daughter-in-law. I'll tell you what, it makes life a lot easier for me. So.
Yes, it does. You've got a great team behind you. Well, Mike, as always, thank you so much for coming and being on Sunrise.
Welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay tuned after the break. We'll close the show with world champion auctioneer Charlie Cummings.